one, before I did my workout, I thought maybe I'd get in the kitchen and make some beans for you. And I was just gonna make them, but you know what? I want to show you how to make them. There's different ways of making beans, and one way you can put them on the stove, but my way, I'm gonna be using a slow cooker. And I think because it's better, it's they kind of cook slower, and because beans are hard, and I think they're just kind of better if you just kind of put them in a slow cook, and it uses less you know, like gas. I love gas stoves, but it'll use less gas, and electricity is always cheaper. So for those who only have electricity and you have slow cooks, go ahead and take out your pot and get ready to make some beans. And I want to give you a couple of tips on that. I'm not going to use bacon. I think I want to do these strictly vegetarian. But usually I'll saute some bacon and onions and all that good stuff. But I'm not going to do that. So I'm going to go ahead and rinse these out. And that's about, oh, I don't know, what is that, about a good pint? I haven't really, it's 4 to 1 on the beans. That's what I use, because then you can make them soupy, and then you can actually make like a bean soup if you'd like. So I'm going to rinse these out really quick, and I'm trying to hurry up here so I can go back with my workout. And because we're on a water shortage, I'm going to get something like this to put underneath, so that way the water doesn't drain out and I can really rinse them out. Now they have some sanitizers out there that you can use, and I know it sounds kind of weird, but I use a little bit of organic soap, because I'm going to thoroughly, I know a lot of people say, organic soap. Well, beans are dirty. They go through, they come out of the field, they're very, very dirty, and I want to make sure, and I rinse them through hot water, I want to make sure that they're clean. And I'm not going to leave any soap on them. Besides that, you know, that would be really nasty to leave the soap on them. So, what I've done, okay, so I want to rinse them out, and then I want to use less water, so I'm rinsing them out. Okay. I think that's pretty rinsed out pretty well. You can also get them in a can, but there's nothing like frijoles de olla. Frijoles de olla. But only this is going to be slow cooked, so not going to be frijoles de olla, they're going to be slow cooked. Okay. So I would say that's about 4 cups. So I'm going to stick that in here, and I'm going to put it on high. And you can put it on slow overnight, low, but they're going to get cooked. So before that, so it usually takes about what, 4 to 6 hours. So this will lessen the time. It's probably be about 4 hours. So I probably have done beans before. And I thought, I'm going to do these black beans for you. I'm going to go ahead and put some water in there. I could use a vegetable stock or broth in there, but I'm not going to do that, because what I want to do is I already have vegetables here that I'm going to be chopping up and putting them inside. So I'm going to put some water in there. I got it on high. It's probably going to be like 3 or 4 to 1, depending on how much liquid you want in there. I want to have a lot of liquid because I kind of want to make a soup. And then you can always add some stock later if it's not. But the main thing is to get them cooked. So let me grab my my cart here. this cart. I have this white pumpkin that I haven't made. Did you know that pumpkins can keep for a long time? Yes, it could keep for months, and that was so neat back in the days, you know, that they would keep like 4 to 6 months. So that's pretty cool. So I'm going to put this aside and get my chopping board. That's stabilized, and my little, and I know what I'm going to do is I'm going to roast these really quick because I want to add them in my beans, and that's going to give them a nice little flavor. And I love them when they're, my best are refried and on tostadas. Those are my favorite kind of beans. Alrighty. What is that? I think I'm just going to put like a half onion in there. So I just, and that's like a small dice. Okay. No biggie. Oh baby. Be very careful when you're roasting. That's how I do it. I have the wind, the fan blowing over here, so it's not being cooperative. Okay. Go. And I'm going to get some bell peppers. They're nothing fancy, you know. I was watching this movie last night with Will Smith, and I guess he was kind of like, he was surviving, and he was trying to, it's called, this movie called 6 Inches of Separation, or six something, and it basically, it's about how we are so separate from society. And how he is really trying very, very hard to get in with the things that he loves, which is art, and he loves art, and well, in this movie, and he's really young in this movie, so it was pretty interesting, and I had some really good actors in it. I wouldn't mind seeing it again. So, so I just scrubbed that with a little scrubby, vegetable scrubby. And I like getting my stuff organic. Again, I want to emphasize on that. That was good. And of course, you can make them square. Talking about my mouth full, sorry. We had bigger carrots, of course. And this is how we squared them off. Alright. I'm going to square them off like so. We have them really nice diced, nice square dice. Can you see that? Okay. Hopefully you can see that. I'm still chewing on my carrot. Alright. That's almost done. And the carrot, what it does, it adds a little bit of sweetness. Which is pretty cool. I have to fine chop these now. Maybe this is called the quinoa. Quinoa. Okay. Put the carrots in there. This I'll eat later. So I put 1 carrot, 1/4 of a bell pepper, half an onion, and then I'm going to put some celery. You see how wilted that is? I'm not getting rid of it. I'm going to use it. Juicing our beans, which is good. I'm going to clip the tips of that because they're kind of old. And I always get my stuff on sale. I can afford it. You know, that's the only way I can eat healthy, if I get stuff on sale. So, thank you, grocery stores, for putting your items on sale. Alrighty. There's about 2 stalks. And that's going to shrink all that water. And then I have a couple bay leaves. Oh boy, these aren't really roasting like I want them to because of the way the fan is blowing. I'll put a couple bay leaves in it. And these are serrano, fresh serranos. Then I'll put a couple of those in there. Let me see how hot it is. Usually in the wintertime, they're kind of spicy. So, best way to check them. Let's see how. Oh yeah, they're spicy. Ah! That's really spicy. Woo! I'm gonna take the seeds out of that one. Woo! Honey. Oh! That'll make a good salsa. Now I usually use jalapenos because it's not so spicy. But these serranos got a kick. So I'm just gonna put a little bit of that in there. And to offset that, I'm going to put some tomatoes in there. Just to get a little bit. And that acidity is going to tone down the spice and relieve the flavor of the chili pepper in there. Oh wow. Okay. And I don't know if these Anaheims are spicy. It depends on where they're coming from. Sometimes they cross crops. meaning the stores will get their crops from a different resource. Now somebody was talking to me and telling me that trucks and trains were like the number one means help of the economy for our country because of how we would transport food and simple things like that. We never questioned, and something that we just never questioned was survival. So I think it's really important to pay your to compensate your people. But we used to have and it was a rarity. It would happen. Who knows? Maybe the boss said, "Oh, take a couple home." I don't know. So. Anyways, but I put the tomato in there, okay? And then I have some oregano. I'm going to put a little bit of oregano, and that's dried oregano. You could use fresh oregano if you want. And then I have some cayenne pepper. So I'm going to put some, not cayenne pepper, excuse me, paprika, smoked paprika. Because I want to have some smokiness. So I'd say about a good teaspoon. A nice heaping teaspoon will do. And some pepper. I found some organic pepper. I couldn't believe it. So I said, wow, okay. So another teaspoon of pepper. And if you want to put some chili powders in there, you can put some chili powders. And like I said earlier, you can saute your bacon. And then I found some smoked turkey. It's pretty good. Some great recipes after this. So I'm going to cover this up, and then now see, bacon already has salt in it, and I'm going to wait to put the salt in. I'll probably wait till they're halfway done, when they're almost done, and then I'll throw in the salt because it takes longer for them to cook if you put the salt in the beginning. And I've always done it. I've always put the salt in the beginning. So, but I'll wait because some people gave me some advice, and some of my friends gave me advice, and I learned that the culinary, and who knew? I never knew. And I also like to put a little bit of extra virgin olive oil in there. They kind of give it a little, and just let it simmer, and then go about your business. And there you have your beautiful frijoles de olla. Only this is slow cooking frijoles. And I'll see you soon. Alrighty.